I'm glad we don't have the little guy in here. This is a nice hand. It's got a lot of action. Glad we took the Wayfarer out, that's what I meant to say. We don't want to throw this one back. Got this nice life gain card. Got this kill spell for Amir Smith. Ooh, he might have a fast hand here. Yep. Well, that's 1/3 of the way to Zenith Town. What the hell? So he brought in green. What does it mean? Blunt the assault? Azuri's Arch didn't show any flying. I don't know. I'm kind of baffled at this point. Didn't expect him to bring in green. Guess we'll find out. Mamba. So he's trying for some kind of infect plan, it seems. Which I find to be strange, but maybe that's just normal for him. I can clasp that guy off right now. Not convinced that's necessary, but if he does drop like a piston sledge, I may very well just lose the game because I don't clasp it right now. What do I think? I think I'm playing that next turn for sure. So I can either draw another card this turn, or use this up. If he plays Amir Smith, I'm really going to be sorry, but, you know, I think it's right. Mamba is going to be a problem at some point. And of course, like I said, Piston Sledge comes down on that guy and I'm just dead. I might be able to get a trade, but he'll just block and regen, and then I'll just be out of the game. So let's not let that happen. It's kind of weird, he boarded into Blight Mambas. Maybe he figures I'm like a big dinosaur style red deck, since no one's seen my white cards in any of my games. What do we do? Play Spin Engine or play the wall? I think we're just going Spin Engine Town. We got a nice little Contagion class Trigon combo. We hit 6 mana and decide to gain infinite life. Maybe you'll have Master's Call right here. That would be the worst. Oh. It's got kind of a weird deck. Ardent Recruit, 0 artifacts. Saving for that Rusted Relic, I guess. Now, if he doesn't have action here, we're in good shape. But he's got something. 2/4 man. So we can play wall, which I think we're going to do. I could make it so he can't block and push 3 points through. That also seems fine. My other plays look less good. Get into a damage race, so if things start looking really ugly, Concussive Bolt can carry us away to the victory zone. Yeah, we'll hold 1 red up for the Galvanic Blast that we do not have. 1 white is what sees the initiative. No one ever plays that card. But what a beating it would be if they started, right? So you never respect the single planes open. Well, now what? Same as last time. He's been bonded. So he's forcing 1 point through right here, of course. As I have no offense to speak of. I don't even think I have a way to remove that. So this guy is basically out of action until the Forge Master gets here. Well, that's okay. So we can start Trigoning, we can draw a card right now. I think I'm just gonna throw that Trigon down and gain a little bit of life. Save the Wellspring, I suppose. Get my advantage while I can. Kind of interested in what else is in that green splash other than Blight Mamba. The Husk. Yeah, looking it over, killing that Blight Mamba was definitely the right play. But, you know, there's a lot of cards he could have had that really would have punished me there. Fortunately, he did not have them. So he's arresting my Tangly Wall. Probably doesn't like to have to waste such a good card on a Wall of Tanglecord, especially when he's still not even close to killing me. He is kind of forcing me to show up with something here. Stop just playing life gain spells, which is what I love to do. Give me that sweet life point. Show me a creature card. Oh, Zenith Online. Let's play out our Wellspring. We'll leave up 2 white for this thing. Ooh, no action. We're taking 4 next turn. Yeah, we're taking 4. So all of our creatures are impotent. And we have a lot of mana cards. He has a lot of mana cards too. Fortunately, Trigon buys infinite time. It is like a time vault. As long as he doesn't have action on that last card in his hand, we're okay. So, we're okay. Still a long way from metal crafting. Ooh, that's a spice one. Do we still need to gain life? I mean, I can play it out. We're going to take 4. Yeah, we're playing it out. Pretty sure I'm going to be drawing a card. As if I don't use this thing up, I can clasp back counters and all that bullshit. I just need to find a creature in some kind of reasonable time frame before these little beaters get through with me. I'm the dumb little artifact wizard with all my precious trinkets. Jesus, I'm glad I got those extra card draws. Do I want to draw another card right now? That's the question. I kind of feel like I do. But I need a lot of mana to do all my other stuff. Yeah, we're drawing. Hell with it. A Chimeric Mass. So we can play that thing on 5. Which is not bad at all. Then we'll have a nice big blocker to take Galma's Warden out of the game. Seems a little better than playing that thing or holding to Clasp and Trigon. Well, actually Clasp and Trigon's not too bad, is it? Yeah, Clasp and Trigon will be good enough this turn, I suppose. It's kind of a little more risky than just slapping down Mass. He may have his Stoic Rebuttal in hand and not have the second island. In which case him drawing an island here would be quite punishing. There's the island. So obviously everything's going to go wrong right here. Tumble Magnet. Can that tap artifacts? It certainly can. Tumble Magnet is in. And the drawn. So this is like the Nightmare scenario where he's drawn all of his artifacts. So let's Contagion Clasp, I guess. He could have tapped my Trigon Amending in response. Would have been a nice play. So we're taking 7, 8 this turn, so we're going to be at 3. So that was like the worst possible scenario right there. So it just happened. I assume he drew one of these two. Though it makes no sense that he would play out his land card. So I don't know for sure. Having a Chimeric Mass would have done nothing there. So that's positive. We made the right choice, given that information. Yep, we're taking it all. We are at 3 life points. Now we are gaining some more life points. I need a White Sun Zenith. That's a card he can't beat. But the White Sun Zenith is elusive. So he can tap and tap again. And then he's going to have a lot of damage. Like 5, 9, 12 damage. Which means that we're actually in a really tough spot right here. That Tumble Magnet is very dreadful. So my thought is, let's see another card. See if we can hit that White Sun Zenith that we are desperately searching for right now. As my other options are not going to be good enough. Yes, not good enough at all. The Smith. I need a Shatter effect here, not an Ember Smith effect. I do have 2 shots out of Ember Smith if I play this thing at 0 and this at 3. Well, 1, 2, 3 and 1, 0 and 1. Yes, I do have 2 shots. I could shoot down the Germ Token. I need a blocker. I'm not going to have a blocker. So he basically just has to make a mistake for me to stay in this game. Not the spot you want to be in, but this is a pretty nasty one. Not that unexpected, I suppose. He has only 12 cards in his deck? What? Maybe he's playing more than 40. I'm definitely not that far ahead on cards. I'm thinking play out Smith, play out this, that's 5 mana. Play this thing out on 1. It's the only way we can survive. And I'm pretty sure we don't survive with that plan. 5, block that, we take 7. Yeah, we'll play 2 creatures, regardless. No shooting this turn. We'll save that mana for the Trigon, in case he makes a mistake. He did. He didn't tumble and double tumble there. Thank you, God. Thought for sure he would double tumble. We can survive to the next turn. That's what this all means. Whether we can find a win, that is another question. I do have a Conch Bolt, but I don't have enough damage. My guys are all not good. Plus the Tumble Magnet looming over my head like the Executioner's Axe. You know, White Sun Zenith wins it. Pretty certainly. So we get a huge amount of blockers. He's probably cussing at himself for not tapping at the end of the turn. I assume that's what his pause is about. 'Cause yeah, it's definitely an auto win if he taps and then just gears up his training drone, right? This plan I don't have a removal spell, like Shatter, which I suppose I've been representing somewhat effectively. So there's the gear. So everything's on schedule.